Hey y'all, welcome back to Free by Florence D. Free. What it means to me. First of all, today I hope everybody's having a great day, and if not, I pray that God gives you the strength to get through what you're going through and the peace that comes with it when you're on the other side. Now, again, free. To me, FREE means forever resting, evolving effortlessly. God gave me that. Okay? Sound good to me? Sound good to you? We good. We resting. Forever in a rested state of mind. I'm not saying that nobody gets stressed out, that nobody have bad days, that nobody don't have, that people don't have things going on where it just seems sometimes things are too much. But did you know you can live that life in a rested state? Yeah. Anyway. Forever resting, evolving effortlessly. You are my free flowing folks. I'm glad you came back. Yep. Nobody's watched those videos I've been putting up, but I don't. You know who have? Me. I watch my own videos, and I ran across an old one the other day that really blessed me. Yeah, I said some stuff that I didn't remember that I said to somebody else. But anyway, don't let me go down a rabbit hole on that. I came on today because it is Friday. It is now 2:45 p.m. in the afternoon. I had to start the video over because the TV was playing. I had talked probably about 15 minutes. Anyway, that was in the past already. That's how we living now. That was in the past. You know what I mean? Bring it up. So, hopefully everything's going well again, like I said, with you all. I came because y'all haven't been watching my videos. Y'all haven't been sharing them. Y'all haven't been liking and commenting. Let me know you're there. And even if not, give me a thumbs up, okay? Because I'm going to keep coming back, because guess what? I watch my own videos. I watched one the other day that blessed me so much. I couldn't believe I'm sitting looking at myself on my television where I put it at, giving some good advice. And that day I did take it up on myself. And that was just wonderful. Okay. That's another whole video. I came because I'm doing a little bit of makeup, and I wanted to talk to you all and give you like a little heads up what is going to be discussed this week on Word, World, and Wisdom, and that is 2 words. Okay, what was that? Perception and vulnerability. To be vulnerable. Ooh. Ooh. Y'all pray for me. That's probably why I've been married and divorced 2 or 3 times. For real. Anyhow. Those 2 words, what they mean, what the world, you know what I'm saying, how they affect the world, around us, the people in our lives and things like that, and what the word says about it, and what would be the wise thing to do when we are struggling with those 2 things, perception and vulnerability. Okay, just a little snippet on that. The vulnerable part I really want to get into, because I know I'll be having, me and my daughter, we talk about that all the time. Mom, I've never been married because I mean, I'm afraid to be so vulnerable. And I said, I know. Terrified. You got it from your mama. Putting your life in someone else's hands. The rest of your life. When I got married, I really didn't think about that. Did nobody explain that to me? They said that you need to be married. One, you living with the man. Two, you pregnant with his child. My mama was like, when you get married? Ain't y'all getting married? She said, you love her? And he said, yes, ma'am. She said, you love him? I said, yes. She said, oh, yeah. Y'all getting married. Next thing, 30 days later, no longer than 60, I can't hardly remember, I was married. Yep. She set the whole thing up. Made sure I was at the altar, which was at my sister's house. It wasn't the wedding of my dreams. It wasn't the wedding of my dreams. I never had that. Probably because I never really thought about a wedding of my dreams. I don't know why I was that person. Okay, probably got a lot to do with the way I started off life. Party. You know, in the 80s, I'm 63. Think about the 80s. The average 80s. Not 80s in Hollywood. Not 80s at boarding school. Not 80s at college. Not 80s. Just 80s in the neighborhood. Neighborhood living. For a little bit. So anyway, yeah, I'm laying out my stuff for my eyes. I don't know how long this video is gonna last. The storage is gonna last in the iPad, because I usually do it on my iPhone when I'm filming. But today I did not, because I wanted to connect my phone to my earbuds, because I want to listen to a little bit of music too. I wonder if I could do that. Listen to music and then talk to y'all at the same time. I'm gonna see. Anyway, heads up. I've been on 7 minutes and 42 seconds. If this video just happens to cut off, you know I ran out of storage, and always look for a part 2. Come on now. Every time I move, the lighting changed, but it's okay. This is not one of those professional moments nor channel. This is free by Florence D and Eric. Free. Whoop, whoop. Almost knocked my water over. Right, don't get too there you go. Don't get too happy, right? I gotta stay in the light. If I bend over or move back. Oh, y'all notice anything different? Different glasses. Why? Not because. These have always been my extra pair of glasses. I've dropped and broke my brown glasses with the gold, gold designs on the tip, the ones I really like, really. And so I had to go ahead and make these do what they do, because I never wear them. They were my second pair, or are my second pair. So anyway, hope y'all like them. They ain't too bad. Okay. I like the brown ones because they match with my hair and my skin better. I'm gonna be reaching over, so the light gonna come in and out. This is just a Friday afternoon. Put on a little makeup with me, because I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to do some laundry, and I'm going to make a video for Word, World, and Wisdom, and that is a must. Okay, I'm going to start with my little thing here. I feel like I need more light up here. Don't feel like it's enough light. For the video it does, but not over here in my area for some reason. I don't know why. Probably should have the light a little closer, but I'm gonna leave it right there. So the words, vulnerability and perception, the way you perceive. And growing up's got a lot to do with that. It's a whole lot, as you know, that plays into that. I am looking for my brown eyebrow pencil. And I want to say this one. Yep. Family Dollar, LA Colors. Hey, I don't spend a lot of money on the makeup. I'm telling you, I need more light. I need some more light, y'all. Hold up one second. Because I'm not going to turn the video off. I don't even know how long it's going to let me film. I'm going to see if I can get some more light over here. I don't know how I'm going to do it unless I bring the thing up closer. I don't know. I don't know. I might just have to struggle with it. Open the blinds a little more. That it helped on this end. It made it even lighter over here on this end. Ooh, y'all, I don't know what this video gonna be giving. Like the kids say, giving. Okay, I got a little more light. I see. So, okay, all right. Anyway, vulnerability. And perception. How do you perceive the world around you? Well, whew, it's like, let's just not go world around you. Let's just say, how do you perceive relationships in your life? Because those are more than important than the world, you know, things going on in the world around you. When a person shows me who they are, oh, this seems so light. Now it seems too light. When a person shows me who they are, I believe them. No matter who they are. It could be my mother. You know, I don't want to, and I used to live in what I would call a fantasy world where I thought that everybody thought like me. No, almost, just about not. That sounds funny, don't it? Well, and that's because if I was making sense, I thought that, I mean, if things in my head made sense to me, I felt like, just say a matter of right and wrong. A matter of right and wrong. If a person is coming correct, you know, as far as my perception of loving, caring person, you know, a person that really, you know, cares or whatever, not doing things out of obligation, but just truly, genuinely loves. I always think that in order for me to perceive it as love, and be able to be vulnerable to that person, I don't care who it is, you know, the relationship, if I have the relationship with you, I don't know, I just feel like it's hard to be really vulnerable and have a good perception of people if their actions aren't lining up to, I don't know, how they say they feel about the relationship, or the person. Because you can say one thing, but we all know action speaks louder than words. But anyway, that's what caused me to be so skeptical. You know what I mean? And I used to think, well, is it the way I'm perceiving? Well, of course it is. How are you perceiving this person and the way that they're treating you? Like, how are you perceive? Are you looking at it correctly? You thinking about it correctly? And so I always had to check myself with that. But again, to be vulnerable is a tough thing to do. I don't care who it's with. It could be the bagger at the grocery store. You wouldn't think that. Well, how am I being vulnerable with him? Because those things got to go to your house. He has to handle those things well. He has to know how to pack them, pack the groceries up where he don't smash the bread or crush the eggs. So yeah, you are. That's, to me, that's a form of vulnerability. Anytime you put someone, entrust them with something of yours, most of the time it's your heart in a relationship. That, because where the bag, but what they call them guys that bag the groceries? I forgot what they call them. Anyway, he is one thing, but being vulnerable in a opposite sex relationship, or even trying to date someone and take it, to the next level, trying to get to the next level, requires some vulnerability. And it's going to be important, your perception of that person and the relationship, the way we look at things, which brings me to the way we look at things. There's certain things that we can just go on our own, but it still boils down to I'm going to say it right or wrong. And the reason I hesitate, because I heard a guru say one time, I forgot, I can't even pronounce that man's name. I heard him say that it shouldn't really matter. But I don't see how it would not matter as far as vulnerability in building relationship. He said what don't matter is how you perceive it. Like, it shouldn't be a such thing as perceiving what, calling out, like putting this what's right and what's wrong, what's right and what's wrong. He said that's where he feels like we're making a mistake. I'm like, huh? No, I think that's where because how do you not, I gotta get a Q-tip for cleaning up this. How do you not call a thing a thing? What, there ain't no right or wrong? Is that what you, because that's what I was thinking. He's saying ain't no right or wrong. Ain't no right person, ain't no right person and wrong person, as far as a person is concerned. But there is what's right and what's wrong, as far as the rules of life. We better have some. But again, a lot of people, their perception of, they make it harder to live, to actually just live, than what it is. Because if you just understand what's clearly right and what's wrong, that's why they have justice systems. That's why they have electoral systems. That's why, you know, that's why they have police. So, but yeah, this guru was saying, just don't look. I think what he was saying, don't look at people, you know, and call them, oh, you're right, or they're the right person, and there's a right person and a wrong person, you know. Anyway, over there, Word, World, and Wisdom, that's what we are going to be talking about. Perception and vulnerability, being vulnerable. Do you have a problem with being vulnerable? Like I do. I'm going to with some concealer and do the best I can in carving out my eyebrows now. I really don't have a lot to do today, but I feel like this, and I said that this is the attitude that I'm going to adopt. Regardless to what I have to do, if I have to, you know, be in the house all day, which I don't have to do anything. I live alone. I can just leave if I want to. But I have things that I need to do in the house. But do I have to look like I'm in here doing laundry? Do I got to look like the laundry? No. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing my makeup, for one, because it's going to help me be ready to make the video for Word, World, and Wisdom. And for two, for me. When I walk past a mirror in here, you know, or just to change my thought pattern today, you know, if I walk past a mirror and I'm looking like the laundry, you know, it's just gonna make the laundry even harder to do, because I don't like doing laundry anyway. I got plenty to do around here, I tell you that. My oven needs to be cleaned. That's where I miss having a man at. But then I got to be vulnerable. Is there anybody else out there that vulnerability scares to death? Oh, I used the wrong. See, and that's the problem. When I said scares, excuse me, that's fear. And it is a sin. Fear is a sin. Doubt is a sin. When you take something before the Lord and ask Him to help you with it, or to remove it, or whatever your prayer is, we have to be undoubtingly for sure in knowing that whatever we ask, we'll receive. So you see how that all ties in together? So yeah, perhaps the whole time. Well, ain't no perhaps. I didn't even realize how fearful of some things that I actually am, because of my perception of what it would be like to be totally vulnerable. Now, in other areas, I can be with no problem. Vulnerable and courageous at the same time is what is the key. It removes the fear factor, the courage. See, I'm working it out, ain't I? Talking to the camera, talking to y'all. But yeah, so It's my perception just as well as yours and anybody else's that is human. Our perception of things. You know, what really made me open my eyes and really tripped me out one day, I thought about perception and how the word worthy, being worthy, tying that into perception, how you perceive yourself. Do you perceive yourself worthy of what it is that you sometimes think you want? Because for me, I'm forever changing oh my goodness. Not like I used to, because I'm gotten older. But anyway, back to worthy. We want things or relationships and stuff like that, but do we feel like we're worthy of them? Do we feel like, you know, that we are worthy of them? You know? And some people say, what is for me is for me, and no one can stop that. And that is true to a certain extent. But you can stop it, or we can stop it ourselves. This is what I'm thinking nowadays. We can stop it ourselves just by not feeling worthy. By not feeling worthy. And so, yeah. But again, and vulnerability is a hard thing. Especially when it's like saying that it's almost like bearing your cross. You know, just staying to yourself. That's why they say it's so important. You know, when marriage is like a serious thing, because marriage is like a serious thing, because you are literally saying to that person, for the rest of our lives, oh my goodness, for better or for worse. Can somebody tell me where they got that from? I gotta look that up. Where did those vows come in at? Like, who wrote them vows? I never knew that, and I'm gonna look that up this week. And I'm gonna get back with y'all. Okay, I got this done. So now, let me find my little sponge. My little sponge is so cute. And I'm going to use some of this. It's Believe. It is in the Family Dollar. I'm trying these drugstore, certain things that I see. Makeup Perfecting Setting Spray by Believe. And because I went in yesterday to the Dollar General, and the Fit Me Foundation is now $9.95. Taxes on tariffs and taxes or whatever. That's right now. And he just raised them on, he said worldwide, globally, anybody we dealing with around the world. Huh? Can you pick a couple of countries and leave it at that? I still bought it. I bought that foundation. I bought the foundation. Yes. Thank you, God. know, why not? They got what they got. They get what they get. They do what they do. They like what they like. They can afford it too. Can I have a little something in my life? A little fun? So while you sit here and do what you do, I sit here and kiki with my free folks. My free-flowing folks. My free-flowing friends. I can't hardly say that tongue twister. Yeah, so, but if you don't want to be a folk, you can be a friend. We can be friends, because I think it's more appropriate that we be friends before we get to folk status anyway. Because, again, back to relationships, being vulnerable, and the perception, my perception of you, your perception of me. Yeah. I drank almost all this coffee. I should have my cute glass. Girl washed it and put it in the cabinet. I don't think I ever used it. My daughter got one with their initial on it and design. It's so cute. They say leave them plastic straws alone. We've been doing it all our life. Only thing I want to know, why is it that most things that we've been doing all of our lives, y'all come up with the fact that something wrong with it, or something gonna happen to you, or you gonna get sick. But it's been going on for 50, 60 years. Anyway, so yeah, I got my eyes done. I'm getting ready to powder them. I'm thinking about, I'll just put a little powder today, because sometimes I put this is the eyelid primer, which is really good, from e.l.f. I like it. It's like a shimmery type. It's not loud though. It's real subtle, and it'll come through the shadow if you don't put too much on. But I think I'm just gonna powder them right now. Let me turn the fan around, or at least that way a little bit. But yeah, hopefully my setup is okay, y'all. Y'all see my thumbs up? Can I get a thumbs up? Thank you. So yeah, I'm gonna go in here today, and I'm gonna use this little washing machine I got. It's one of those college dorm wash and spin and hang your clothes. Most of the time, just delicates, you know, nylons, stuff like that, leggings, t-shirts, workout clothes, house clothes. I call it house clothes. So yeah, I put this little powder here and set that concealer. Not up under my eye though. No, not yet. So I done that. And we are moving on. The next thing I'm going to do is curl my eyelashes, because they are very, very little. Someone said put castor oil on them. One thing I learned, everything is not for everybody, and I stopped listening to a lot of commercials and people, you know, I mean, it's okay that they're trying to provide solutions and skincare and lotion and perfumes and stuff like that, but everybody is different. Our fingerprints, our DNA, our bodies, our body chemistry, our cells, our honey. No one of us are the same. Maybe the organs function the same, but I just feel like if it don't apply, I just keep on scrolling. Like, I don't even give it a second thought, because I've bought so much skincare and things, and you name it, for the skin, the eyes, the teeth, yeah, all my life. And nothing really ever really worked on weight and skin and hair and stuff, except for eating the right things. Yep. It was what you put on the inside. If you eating well, even stress can, as we know, if not experienced, we've know somebody, may know somebody that experienced stress breaking their face out. Everything just starts, seems like, I don't know, dying. Not dying. That's deep. Not dying. Yeah. Let me see how long. I'm curling my eyelashes after I did my eyebrows. Now the top, I'm going to line them with a concealer closer to, there go my glasses, closer to my skin tone. How long I've been on here? I've been on 36 minutes. And I'm thinking that that's probably going to be where I should end this video. And I'll come back with a part 2 of Get Ready With Me, daily makeup, and working from home. It's gonna be a part 2. So I'm gonna stop right here, but go, and I think it's at the bottom or the top. Okay, if you make a video and the next one that you post, will it be on top? Yeah. Anyway, look for a part 2. Get Ready With Me, daily makeup, like a light makeup with work from home. I will be wearing this headband. And yeah, look for a part 2. It is 37 minutes now. I'm trying to make it to 40. If the video dies, that means goodbye. And always remember, choose truth. Choose truth and not the lie. And we know who the big liar is. Okay? So when I come back, I would have already lined my eyebrows and did my eyeshadow. I will probably be doing my liner when I return. Because like I said, it is now 3:15 and I need to do some laundry and to make that other video. So I'll see you guys in a bit. Peace.